Good morning, everyone. Today we have a quick view on the KT-1 controller. It's a one-door controller, and the KT-1 is available in two different models. We have the KT-1 and the KT-1-M or the KT-1-PCB, which require a metal cabinet to be installed. So this one will be the KT-1-PCB. So let's take a look. It comes with an installation guide, of course. You have the controller itself, the KT-1 controller. The controller is inside, and this is the casing. And because this one is the PCB model, you have inside the PCB board. We'll open it soon and take a look. The PCB board is what will allow, if you're gonna have integration with intrusion like DSC Power Series, DXC Maxis, or Simplex, Bentel, and those panels, we can use this board. Of course, you do have accessories kit like screwdriver, resistor, and everything else you need. Okay, so first step, opening the package. Second step, install it in the cabinet. So we're gonna do those steps together. This is the KT-1 PCB. Thank you. Okay, PCB board. Alright, so this is the PCB board part of the KT-1. So pretty much, let's see them together to have a better idea. So we have the PCB board. We have the KT-1 controller itself. Of course, this is the casing. Let's remove the controller for you. So here, we have the controller, the serial number, the MAC address, and you have a reset button. Very practical to do your hard reset, factory reset, static reset. Everything will be done using this small button in here. And so when you take the PCB board and you put them together, because alright, so push it further down. So here it's the KT-1-M or KT-1-PCB. Now, of course, by the time we're done, we'll get the casing in it. So you will have the controller complete. Now, the PCB board itself, you have two sides. Alright, this side we start with the local power supply. Remember, the KT1 is PoE plus, or you can use a local 12 volt DC power supply connected to it. So that's it in here. Now after that you have entry reader, because remember the KT1 can manage up to 2 reader. It's one door controller, but if the door need 2 reader, I mean an entry reader and exit reader, no problem. Entry reader and the exit reader. You have the lock output, and you have output for like the LED of the reader, the buzzer of the reader, and you also have 2 additional output. And of course, if you want to go PoE plus instead of a local power supply, this is, you have the Ethernet port where you can connect bring that over the network, and also that will get this power from the PoE if you need to. Otherwise, you can use the local power supply and the network port to bring the controller over the network. That's it. You have a RS-232 port here where you can take care of your integration, like DSC integration, Maxis power series, or Simplex fire panel. Alright, now on the other side you have where you can connect your input, relay, and you have auxiliary output. Of course, you have the communication if you want to connect other controller daisy chains to these. Okay, so this is pretty much an overview of the KT-1-PCB. We'll proceed with the installation, get that sitting in the cabinet. What we're about to do is to make sure we have everything there. So we're gonna install the PCB, the KT-1-PCB. We're gonna install also the power supply board, because so if we choose to go local power supply, local transformer, or PoE, will be all set. Alright, now we can go ahead and move on, or we can install the board, which is the KT-BS 4085. BS power supply 4085. So we're going to install that. A closer look at this. All right. So we'll be able to connect our AC transformer in here, the 16 AC, and we'll have the power, the DC power. We'll get the cable from here to go to the controller, and these will allow us also to be able to charge the battery backup that we'll install in this cabinet. So this board will be installed on the side over here. Alright, and we'll be able to move on with the installation. So by the time we're done, we'll have the KT-1-PCB, PS4085, and the battery will be installed in the cabinet on the bottom. Okay. As we know, we can go PoE, PoE plus, or low power supply. Alright, for now I decided to go PoE, so I'm gonna use a PoE switch. Okay, so I'm gonna use a PoE switch. Okay, here we go, and I just power the switch. As you can see, nothing connected locally, no power connected locally at the controller. Controller is up, and now I can start with programming.